How's it going, everybody? It's Word here again with another video, and we're bringing Fireball Rocketloons, another different army. I've been messing around with these different armies. I'm bringing the Minion Prince again today, and yeah, I've got one Furnace in this army, 4 balloons to pull me. I don't need the 5th one, only 2 Quakes that means, so I can bring my Skelly spell back, but the same spells. Just mixing around the armies, finding some pretty good success in friendly challenges with this one as well. Just trying to figure out what is going to be the best army, and yeah, that's what I like. Let's get into the first one and see how we do. Alright, I'm excited for this one. And, okay, this base, you know, there's a nice fireball out here, but I think getting the core is really important right here. I'd like to get in and fireball the multi-inferno if I could. If I get the sweeper, I'll get this kind of half, but if I get the multi, I'll get the other multi, and maybe the crusher mortar. Not so sure. I like setting up a flinger on this top side, though. That looks really nice. So, starting my warden from the bottom right here, and I'm going to start a flinger. I probably can just use these barbs and archers to tank the mortar. Do that in the future, but didn't do that on this one. Okay, warden's walking. When I use the flinger, I'm using this furnace to set up my Sui. So probably my warden's going to walk to the left, which means the furnace will kind of funnel this elixir collector and maybe dark spell factory and help my Sui go directly into the monolith. That's kind of the idea, is to use it like that, but yeah. Warden's gonna probably go to the left here, gold mine, and then I'm thinking he goes back to the air defense, but we'll kind of see. How's the flinger looking? It's doing well. Should turn to the other multi-archer tower after. Yeah, okay, so we go to the air defense. Probably go to the storage. I'm gonna take this down. Nice, one rocket loon can do so. Okay, no Tesla pop up. How deep do I want to go? I'll let my warden go take this down. Now I'm going to go for the ice block right here. Invis, invis, invis. That goes, probably hits the air sweeper. Yep, but not bad value. Obviously you missed that fire spitter right here, but that'll be a nice easy 2-spell takedown. So at this point, I'm actually going to notice my warden's going to this side of the base. Rage and a headhunter will go get this. A little bit overkill if, you know, a Skelly spell would have done enough right here, but I was a little too slow with it, so this will do. Now I can go with my king and queen. Really working on funneling them in right there. Okay, the warden's doing really well. At this point, I'm looking at, probably I'm going to need the minion prince on the fire spitter section, so I might actually start that right here because this section is 3 ground defenses with the ricochet cannon and 2 ground expos, so that's going to kind of just cook on its own. And the biggest problem with the minion prince is the time, so don't want to get a time fail right here. Going to start already cleaning up behind him, letting him do his thing. And yeah, king and queen ability still intact. Probably going to pop my minion prince ability fairly shortly. Warden's actually still cooking, so I don't even know. I don't even really need it yet. Okay, there's the king ability. This base is just absolutely crushed. Not going to lie on the first one. This minion prince just got some massive value. Going to pop his ability just to help the headhunters because it'll slow down the expo that's targeting them and just let the minion prince stay healthy. But this base got crushed. I'm going to swag 6 spell space plus my queen ability. Honestly, probably would have swagged my minion prince ability as well. So yeah, this base was crushed. The minion prince actually went nuts on the right side there, but the flinger and warden were obviously good. So that's a good first attack, and let's keep it going. Okay, next base, and I'm going to just approach them a little bit more typically instead of trying to do something like that. That's a little bit more weird, something that I don't typically do. So this base, honestly, there's a decent case for setting up a flinger. Yeah, I'm going to try and do that on the top side. So I'm going to warden this right side and go towards... the clan castle is a little tough. I might just warden down here. Okay, just testing over there. On this one, I'm going to snipe out the mortar and then go in for the expo. Okay, that didn't quite get that. How's my warden looking? He's still safe for now. Going to go in for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that looks really nice, and that sets up a beautiful flinger right here. That's going to get a lot of value, so that's beautiful. Let me... Okay, what am I looking at? Warden probably dives towards the left. Okay, nice. That's actually pretty good. Headhunter's in. Not needed, though. Okay, Warden's not going to need an ice block right here, and I can set up a double invis. I'll go 3 to be safe. Fireball launches and hits. Okay, beautiful right there. 2 quakes. Nice. This one's looking really good so far. I'm probably going to freeze the queen or world champion whenever I do go in. Never mind. Warden's going to 1v1 this, I think, without any spells. I don't know if I want him to go to the clan castle, because the clan castle is always just tough. Not going to use any spells right here. Oh my goodness, I have to freeze. Don't think I needed that, but wanted to be safe in case he didn't kill it right there. Because if I go to the left, it does set up a pretty nice Sui, but... Yeah, I want him to go to the left. He'll go there naturally, so I'm not going to need to pull him. I'm just going to work on now setting up my heroes, which will involve kind of funneling them in right here. That spitter, unfortunately, isn't going to go down, which would have been nice, but... Because now it's going to be just hitting my Sui. But it's going to be a pretty nice entry right here regardless. King and Queen, wall break. There's a Valk. I'm going to take this down to really funnel them in right there. What comes out of here? So far, just a bunch of archers. No furnaces come out. And I'm holding strong. There's the King ability. That goes really well right there. Queen's still looking good. And at this point, I'm ready to go for a minion prince directly under this air defense. Queen's going to come over, which means I'm going to slow down these buildings to help her out. Please go get the Crush Mortar. Ah, I just missed it. Needed to wait one more second, I think, before popping his ability, so it could have went a little deeper. Well, there's the Queen ability. I'm actually going to freeze right there with a poison. I probably should have saved the poison for the heroes on the back end here, because they're going to be pretty scary, and I only have an invis now, but if I had poisoned them, that would be really helpful, and poisoning the ice golems isn't that necessary, so yeah, I probably should have done that. I'm going to rage my warden right here, because yeah, he's going to be in charge of taking out these heroes. Double headhunters are in. I'm actually going to ice block right there on the balloon. That's going to really help the minion prince go down on defense. And yeah, my minion prince is still alive. The Yetis, I feel like, should be good enough. I don't know. We'll see. This town hall is getting a little bit too scary, like staying alive here at full health. But we should be good. We're collapsing on everything. I'm just a little worried about the time that it's going to take to get everything down. But we got it. We got the triple here. So that was a pretty nice approach. A really good flinger. And yeah, I like that triple. I like it. Okay, next base is a double invis. This is really interesting. Okay, I did face a base sort of like this and approached it wrong in like my, I don't know, a lot of videos ago though. And I want to try something interesting right here. I think, it's the problem is not fireballing this core is usually troublesome. I think I'm going to do this anyway right here. Fireball goes in, 2 quakes. Okay, gonna get the healers down. So Warden gets a nice walk right here, and then I'm probably just gonna, yeah, try and set up the flinger at the top to get the gear tower and the, if I can, ricochet cannon. Do any skeletons go up? They don't. Okay, so my Warden's doing fine. He's got a bunch of damage to go through right here, to be honest, which is a little tough, but I'm gonna start right here with the furnace. Okay, it's gonna live. So that flinger does get pretty good value. The gear tower is good, and the ricochet cannon are just big damage I don't have to face. But this core is really tough, so I kind of want to start my Sui to try and tank at least the spitter. So I'm going to go in just for that. Wall break right there. Ice Golem, K Warden. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh my goodness. Whew, just got that in time. I was a little nervous right there doing those at the same time, so I did end up missing. But I'll poison that. My Warden should be good on the, or my hero should be good on the Witch. So I really wanted to make sure I poisoned the core right there. I'm going to rage my Warden since he's got the Town Hall and Expo and just a bunch of damage on him. There goes the Queen ability. They're doing pretty well. At this point, I think I'm going to be waiting for... That Warden's doing well. The Monolith should go down right here. It does. That was kind of a bad freeze. I should have done that way earlier. I'm going to try something on this section of the base, which is what somebody recommended, which is letting my Minion Prince get in right there. He's going to pull that. I ice block him. And then right about when he returns... Oh, come on. Don't be late. Nice. Okay, that would have lost me my attack right there. There's the ability now, so that's pretty good. I do like that approach right there, which is getting him to trigger that and then take it down on his own, so that's pretty good. Yeah, going to go in with some balloons right here. I don't know if I'm going to get this one. It's kind of close, and I feel like my Minion Prince is too much to get through, but I'm going to try. We've got to make sure there's no black mines here that will get him, so try my best to keep him alive. What does he get in this compartment? I don't think he'll get the scatter shot. Don't even know if he'll get this multi down. There's going to be, I think my Warden's going to get pulled by these Yetis, which sucks, because now they're going to break through walls and take forever. Okay. Warden is going to definitely take his sweet time right here. Honestly, if these balloons can go get the Archer Tower, then I can kind of start cleaning this whole section up pretty nicely because there's only air defense. Nice. So that looks good. My Warden should be able to get that down. I think I triple this because with just an air defense, I can kind of go take out all this trash now. So interesting. I hope I don't time fail because my Warden might go back for the Yeti, which would be stupid, but sometimes he does that. I think we get the triple though. Yeah, that worked better. So I maybe should have invested a little bit more spells into my Sui, made sure they got more value. But that worked well with the Minion Prince right there. He got some really good value, so that was nice. Oh, nice. Okay, I think I actually have this base. This guy tripled me yesterday, actually. Yeah, he did. So I need to make sure I triple him right now. And yeah, the way I like to hit this base... Let me do that. It usually works... yeah, this is how I like to approach these bases. What it is because I come in for a fireball, I like to fireball the side near the clan castle, but I don't want to get my Warden. Like if I put him at 3, he'll pull the clan castle. So I put him all the way over here at 9 so that he goes towards the monolith. And then I usually go for a log launcher through this right side since the crusher mortar is gone. And it helps take out the furnace that's in the clan castle and the ice golems and stuff. So that usually works really well for me. That's what I'm going to do right here. And this one will be a triple invis if I can take this out. So I'm going to try and do that. Nice, that goes down. Okay, there's my ice block. 1, 2, 3. Going to go for 4 to be safe. Just, you know, do not want to miss that. And I don't think that will be a necessary invis later on. We take out the queen right there, which is actually really nice. Doesn't always happen. That goes down really nicely. Baby Dragon might be able to snipe that, and it does. Okay, Warden should be looking good at this point. I'm not going to need to pull him, so I'm just going to start using these balloons. Okay, what gets pulled out right here? Now I'm going in. There's the king coming in right here. Gonna continue to really funnel them in. I cannot have that go otherwise. Warden, yep, does really well right here. There's a poison onto that. Warden is gonna be fine, actually. This is looking really solid. I'm liking this entry. This is what I usually do on this base. Headhunter's in right here because the king and queen just get a lot of value because they kind of hold their abilities for a while since the log launcher can really weaken these defenses and then start tanking, as you'll see right there. So yeah, Warden's walking right there. I need the Minion Prince for the back end, so I really need my Sui to do well in right here. The Warden I do need to pull outside the base, so I probably shouldn't have wasted those balloons. There's the king ability, not great, but it was forced, so I didn't really have a choice. Warden's going to continue walking. I'm going to work on funneling in that corner already for him. And yeah, at this point, my queen is looking good. She probably is going to go into the core. We're not so sure, but she should. Yep, she dives in right there. So that's looking pretty good. I'm going to freeze for her ability. That goes in. And yeah, at this point, there's the Minion Prince coming in from the right side to really support the queen and stay out of the way of the Warden. Really nice ability right there. I'm going to try to make sure that everything right here is tanked up so no bombs can hit my Minion Prince. This is looking pretty good to start. I'm going to rage actually the Minion Prince right there. He's got a lot to get through. Probably going to freeze right there on the Minion Prince, or the Royal Champion, sorry. Definitely will do that. So he's looking good. You see him right here on 2 ricochet cannons really keep his health. I'm actually going to invis so that in case there's a black mine, he doesn't die because he'll have a little bit more health now. Because that's the worry, is that one black mine just kind of kills him and then he loses all his value because he doesn't have a Phoenix or anything. So I think we're looking good here to finish this one up. Look at the value of that Minion Prince going through that entire rage compartment and really supporting the queen, because otherwise she was going to die really easily. So yeah, that worked out really well. It also slowed down some of the defenses on the Warden. There's a nice triple on JV, so I can send that to him and tell him I got him back. But yeah, let's get in the next one. Alright, so today's going well so far, but let's keep it up. We got another double rage, and okay, let me think. On these bases, I've actually been kind of intrigued with going for a deeper fireball and maybe a multi. I want to see if that's something I'm interested in on this base. Okay, I think it is. How can I hit that, though? That is a little bit deeper here. Okay, I'm going to start my Warden from right here. I'm going with the Siege Barracks on this one. I'll probably start my Sui from kind of this bottom corner if I can pull my Warden up. But I'm going to go for that deeper fireball onto the Multi-Inferno. That's really nice if I can get that. Kind of walk this Expo originally then. And yeah, let me keep looking. There's an invis. So I might want to take down this bomb tower. I think I will. That'll help with some spell usage. I think I'm ready for it. At this point, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So fireball goes in right there. Got to make sure I hit the Ricochet cannon on both of these. There's a freeze right there. That's probably a little too late. Okay, never mind. Actually, we're fine. So Warden's looking good. I actually do want to pull him up to the top side, so he's going to outlast this section, and then I'll probably pull him up to that multi-archer tower. I'll maybe let him take out on the air defense first, but I like that deep fireball. I get rid of the clan castle 1, but it's also setting a beautiful funnel for my Warden to stay up, and my Sui actually doesn't have to deal with too much damage now. So I like that. He should one. Okay, I thought the archer tower had gotten hit. That was a mistake by me. There's that. I'm going to work on forcing him in already by using that furnace slowly up top. That'll help him out. There's the Sui now. Yeah, they're going to do really well. Honestly, with the multi-infernos around this whole base, I'm going to just go for the skeleton spell right here. There's not a whole lot of spots that it will do well, and I would rather save some health on my heroes. So I'm going to go in for right there. 2 headhunters have come in. How's my Warden doing? He's going to 1v1 that, so I can look away for a second right here. I'm going to wall break the corner so that I don't waste 2 wall breaks on that section. Now I can get another wall break in. And yeah, I really want my king to get deeper right here. So I'm actually going to freeze and let his ability try and go off a little bit more into that core. Yeah, this is perfect. There's a really nice ability. I want to take down this air defense so that my Warden funnels in towards the town hall quicker. Gonna go with the queen ability right there, and I'm already in with my... Actually, I don't want to go with the minion prince just yet. How's the Warden doing? Okay, I'm gonna rage him up right here and invis as he goes through the monolith section. So with the monolith going down, now there's not a whole lot of base left. Gotta make sure my Warden does well, but we're looking really, really nice right here. The Warden's gonna finish that section. I have a poison for him to really help out through this enemy king and a headhunter, but that's not gonna work very well. I'm gonna pop the minion prince ability right there. And yeah, we're going to get another triple. So starting him early, making sure we don't time fail right there. That worked really well. I'm going to poison right here just to keep my Warden alive and kind of ensure no fail right here. But yeah, that's a very nice triple. And we're starting to put together a really good day. And let's see if we can keep this going. Okay, attack 1 went really well. And now we're going to get into attack 2. So this one is a base that often I set up a flinger at 12 o'clock. I've hit this base couple of times. It's kind of hard to keep your Warden alive through this side, but that's usually how I charge. This one's a little different though, and I kind of want to go in for the fireball onto like the builder hut. Okay, honestly, I think I want to hit the crusher mortar right here. Gonna go for the double invis, try and keep that out of range. Nice. So hopefully the clan castle doesn't get pulled. Really nice. That's a nice approach right here. Holy, I just said nice like 5 times, but good entry. I'm going to be going into the fire spitters, which is not usually ideal, but I think I should. This is a pretty deep core, so I'm actually probably going to go for the log launcher, since, as I've talked about, somebody was asking about it, but if I can set up a pretty nice funnel without the use of the siege barracks, then I usually don't use it. So in this case, I can funnel out this kind of pet house whole area with just this furnace, and then I can go for the log launcher then. So I'm going to use it to try to help me get really into the core and weaken up those defenses. Plus, just drop out Yetis deeper into the base is always nice. So if I could pull the poison not near my Warden, it means it'll likely not get onto my healers. So that's really good right there. Okay, Warden comes out right there. Actually, I got to freeze the minion prince. Come on. Okay, Warden's still good. A little scary for a second there. Now I'm going to start my Sui. Don't have a ton of time. How's the Warden doing? Okay, he's fine. I'm not even going to need to pull him on this one. Where am I going with this? Probably right through here. The scatter shot, I think, is a good spot. So Warden's doing really well. At this point, I'm looking at maybe a minion prince through directly right at 3 o'clock or something. I'm actually going to use the king ability early right here to really help on weakening these buildings. Now I got a pretty nice approach in. Actually going to freeze right there. There's the queen ability. I'm not liking the way that this is looking. The core is not going down very easily right here, and the log launcher is not really helping with that, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I don't think this was the best approach at all. Warden is gonna die right there. Yeah, that one was not a very good approach on this base, not gonna lie, because I didn't get much value from my Sui at all. So I definitely could have found a better way to get them into the base, but they're gonna be the minion prince ability kind of through that section. Gonna kind of try to combo the minion prince with some Rocketloons there while all the buildings are slowed down. Gonna just invis him right here. Going into the spitters is not ideal either, so yeah, definitely not the best approach. That was a good fireball, but I don't know if it's best when, you know, that's the approach that follows it up. So oh, okay, the ice block didn't work right there. I'm gonna see, we're gonna get more percentage. Honestly, this top side's not looking too bad because I can maybe clean up these buildings then. Looks like they already went down though. Yeah, on this one I'm just gonna kind of do this right here. 3 headhunters come in. Oh, they all just died, but Yeah, so not my best approach. Still going to get a decent 2-star, though. And, yeah, let's see if we can find a better approach in this next base that lets my Sui get a little bit more value. This one's going to end right here. All right, the day's going pretty well, and let's see if we can kind of continue that. I might need to go for the fireball onto like a gear tower here, but this is a pretty tough entry with the fire spitters, so this one's going to be pretty interesting. I honestly think I could fireball. Yeah, I honestly think I could fireball the fire spitters. It'll help my warden walk a little better, and then I can go for a really nice log launcher. So I'm going to do that. This one's going to be a pretty long warden. It's just really hard to try and walk this 6 o'clock compartment. You can do it, and maybe I should have, but I don't want to walk into the spitters. So I'm really going to treat the spitters like, you know, some crazy defense that I just have to stay away from, and just go in and fireball the core. It'll be 2 quakes to take down the monolith, which sucks. I'd rather use one and save another, but yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. On this one, I'm walking very nicely. With 2 expos coming in soon, I'm actually going to have to pop an invis, but that is what it is. Warden will stay up now, and when he gets towards a multi-arch tower, I'm going to have to freeze as well. There's just going to be a lot of damage, especially since he'll be on the move and not really be full health. So I'm going to freeze right here. Now I can probably go in with some Rocketloons to help out. I'm going to try and snipe this out with 2 Rocketloons and a minion. You guys often tell me to do that. I've been trying, so that didn't even work because of probably where I put the minion. I've got an invis right here actually as well. That's a little tough. That's going to go down, and then I'm going to ice block right here. There's a good invis. I'm actually going to send a second to be safe. I don't know if I needed that, but I didn't want to mess that up. So that goes down. Now my warden is walking very nicely. What can I do better right here? I'm going to go for a skeleton spell to try and distract from my warden. Don't need to pull him right here, so I'm going to go in for that. On this one, I'm going to see really how far the ice golem can carry me. So there's my Sui. What do I want to do? I think a log launcher will be really nice. Not so sure, though. Okay, that's actually on my furnace. That's a little tough, just a wasted furnace. But okay, that's going to continue funneling. There's a wall break. Where can I log launcher? I think I'll go for it right here, kind of through this whole section. So snipe out the mortar at the top. I'm going to go for the log launcher through here. Maybe I got a freeze ready. There's a nice headhunter. And yeah, my log launcher is going to help pull the invis, which means my minion prince doesn't have to shoot the middle now, because I was going to use it to trigger it. But now my minion prince doesn't have to go for the trigger. I can maybe use him on the outside, but we'll kind of see. I don't know where I need him, and I'll use him where I need him. That ability is going to force my queen outside, unfortunately. So that's not great right there. Yeah, there's a freeze. I'm going to try and see if I can get that dealt with. The Yetis are doing really well right here. There's a great minion prince ability through that section to really help out. I'm going to rage him up as he goes through 2 heroes. This core is still not dealt with, but I'm going to really have to wrap around. With not a lot of time on this one, I don't know how this is looking. I definitely waited too long to go for this. And the thing is still up right there. So this one's actually looking like it's probably going to be a 1-star, which is really bad. But I don't think I approached that very well. I didn't get my queen funneled in, so that didn't end up very good for me. Yeah, this one's going to be a 1-star because I don't have any time. My warden's going to die. I didn't get my Sui funneled in. Maybe I should have went with the minion prince really early up top here, really funnel in them to the core, but that's going to end as a 1-star, which is so unfortunate. And let's get in the last one. Okay, final attack of the day, and obviously that 1-star sucks, but I needed to make sure my Sui got in, and I didn't, so that it just kind of died through the defenses that were invisible and didn't get any value, but that's on me. GG, we go next, and I want to set up some sort of a flinger. There's a lot of value around this base. I don't know how to really use it, though. I think I'm going to go for a bit of a more interesting play here, which is... Okay, what's the range on these guys? I got to stay out of that. I'm going to go for the instant fireball on the multi-archer tower. Okay, that goes right there. Going to go in for that. That will set up the flinger that I'm going to go for right here. So that's a nice play. Should be able to get the multi-archer tower as well as the spitter, but we'll kind of find out. There shouldn't be any Tesla deep inside the base, but just to be sure. And with the... I was going to say with the Gigabomb, I got to be really careful, and I wasn't really careful right there. I didn't get the balloons tanking in time. We ended up getting it, but that was a little scary. I got to make sure this is tanked because it does a lot of damage otherwise. So now my warden's going to walk around the core. It's really hard never fireballing a core. I probably should do that on these bases anyways. It's really tough on the you know, Warden to walk around the town hall or the heroes to get in. Like, nothing really works. So, yeah, I got to let my Warden continue walking outside here. The Flinger's going to do very well, but I don't know where to go in with Hisui. There's just no really clear pathing, so I'm going to go for the Furnace at the top side. I think if I can push my Warden into the core, that will be my play. So I'm going to try that right here. There's taking out the air defense, or the Archer Tower, sorry, and next will be the air defense. Okay, that worked out well. Furnace did come out. Warden is cooking. Going to take out this air defense again. Now I'm going to go in with my Sui through this right side. There's a Valk. Wall break right here, Baby Dragon. So how's the Warden doing? He's doing good. He's going to go get the Town Hall, which is perfect right there. There's the Queen. I didn't want the Frosty to get targeted like that. That's a little unfortunate, but happens, I guess. I'm going to Quake right here because there's some really heavy defenses. Probably should have done that earlier, but it is what it is. Definitely going to go with the Minion Prince on this right side. 2 big ground defenses. Might as well use that. Warden's doing well right here. Probably got to keep an eye on everything. There's a really nice Minion Prince ability, so I fired it quickly. Going to wall break into here. A really nice skeleton spell, actually, to help out on this back end. And, yeah, my Minion Prince is looking good at this point. Just got to make sure that it still looks good in a second. There's 3 really nice Headhunters. As long as this Minion Prince goes down, I think we're fine. My Warden's got the core. Minion Prince is doing good up top right there. Not a whole lot of damage left on him, but there is a little bit, so I'm going to go in right there with the freeze. Oh, no, the Black Mine got him, so he's going to die. How's my Queens doing? I got to invis her, make sure she gets that down. I've been kind of swagging these spells. I got to make sure that I use them on my heroes that are proper. So right there, the Queen needs to get that Crusher Mortar. I got it. And, yeah, this one's going to be looking good as well. So there's a nice triple to finish the day. Should have went with the Ice Block on a Archer right there. That would have been a crazy play. But there's a really nice triple. Had a 1-star, which is really going to lower my statistics for today and the trophies that I got, because otherwise that was only 1 fail. So pretty good day with 6 triples, 280 still, which means I might go negative, to be honest, if I get tripled the last 2, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, 6 triples I'm happy with, not happy with the 1-star, and the fail was, yeah, not a good approach into the spitters. So go behind the spitters and you'll triple. And that'll do it for today's video. I really thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a sub if you haven't already, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.